Good morning. In our earlier lecture, we derived an expression for a time independent Schrodinger wave equation. Now, in this lecture, we are going to derive the Schrodinger's time dependent wave equation. It is also derived from the time independent wave equation. Already in the previous lecture itself, we have seen the solution of the second order classical differential equation, that is psi is equal to psi naught into e power minus I omega t, and differentiating this with respect to t, will get it as psi naught into e power minus I omega t. If you are differentiating it, minus I omega into e power minus I omega t, and we are written in this way. Here psi naught into e power minus I omega t, we know that this is of psi. So instead of that, we will write psi. Here minus I is there, and omega is the angular frequency. We will write omega in terms of a frequency. Say it is nu. So we know that omega is equal to 2 pi nu. So minus I into 2 pi nu into this is of psi. So minus I 2 pi nu into psi. Nu again will write it in terms of h nu. So E is equal to h nu, by which nu is equal to E by h. So instead of nu, we substitute the energy term here. Just mere substitution and rearranging the terms. Then again h here it is of 2 pi. H by 2 pi, we will write it like this. Minus I E into psi is there. 2 pi will bring it down. So h by 2 pi. So dou psi by dou t is equal to minus I by h cross into E psi. Again this I also, if you bring it down, will write it as 1 by I h cross. This 1 by I h cross, if you bring it to your left, this is I h cross into dou psi by dou t equal to E psi. So finally we arrive this form. So for our convenience, we will write it as E psi is equal to this quantity. Then the term E, we derived an expression like this. We know the time dependent Schrodinger's wave equation, that is del square psi plus 2m by h cross square E minus v into psi is equal to 0. Here we derived an expression for E, and just psi can be multiplied inside in this term. So this is an expression for it. After which, instead of E, we are substituting the expression as I h cross into dou psi by dou t minus v into psi is equal to 0. Then this is a plus term which is equal to 0. So just you bring this plus term to that side. So it is of minus 2m by h cross square into this term, and also 2m by h cross square, you just bring it here. So minus h cross square by 2m into del square psi is equal to this whole term. Again you bring this v to this side. So minus v psi, if you bring it here, this gives the value of plus v psi, which is equal to I h cross into dou psi by dou t. Here psi is common for both. So you just take it out. Minus h cross square by 2m into del square plus v into psi is equal to I h cross square dou psi by dou t. Here this whole term will call it as, say, h. This is a Hamiltonian operator. Wave function, as usual, it is of psi. Then which operates on psi, which gives the psi multiples of some other constant. This constant we may write it as E psi. So h psi is equal to E psi. This is a Schrodinger's time dependent wave equation. Here the final expression, we have psi with respect to t. Differentiation of psi with respect to t. So it is known as time dependent wave equation. See, this operator can be understood simply by considering this. Say for example, so this is a function, d by dx is an operator. Say for example, d by dx which operates on this function, say x square, means this gives a value of 2x. That is, an operator operates on a function which gives the same function multiples of some constant. Here also this is an operator which operates on the wave function psi, which gives the same function multiples of some constant. This is of constant known as E, that is of energy value. This is of operator called Hamilton. This is of differential operator. So this is what we call it as Hamiltonian operator, and is also called as energy operator. Then the energy value it gives, this is also known as eigenvalue. So this is a time dependent Schrodinger's wave equation. In quantum mechanics, frequently we use the wave function. So we should know what is the physical significance of the wave function psi we consider. Usually, what is the use of psi means it characterizes the de Broglie's wavelength. That means it connects a particle and wave nature of a particle and wave nature statistically. And it is a variable just like x, y, z or theta, phi, like that. Psi is a variable. It is a variable quantity. It characterizes a de Broglie's wavelength. That means it connects a wave nature and particle nature statistically. It is a complex one. Complex means psi is equal to x plus iy or 3 minus I into 4. Just like that, we have complex quantity means that consists of the factor I in it, and it cannot be measured directly. It is of single valued and is of continuous. Then if it cannot be measured directly means how it can be measured by measuring the square of it. Square, that too we will take it as a model. So real, if you square it, that gives a real value. If you take modulus, that too it is a positive. So it is a positive and real values are converted by taking the modulus of psi square. How it can be calculated? That is equal to psi star into psi. Psi star into psi is, if psi is equal to x plus iy means I can be taken as negative value for psi star. The product will be psi square real value and is taken as modulus, so it is a positive. So modulus of psi square gives the information of what? This gives the probability of finding a particle at any point is given by modulus of psi square. That is known as probability density. So psi is a wave function, psi square is the probability density. That means probability of finding a particle at any instant at any point is given by modulus of psi square. How it can be calculated practically? Modulus of psi square equal to volume integral of psi star into psi into d tau. D tau is the volume integral. Equal to, if the value is 1 means the particle is 100% existence in that point. If it is 0, if this integral value is 0 means the particle is absent in that position. If it is 0.6, 0.7, say for example, if it is 0.7 means probability of finding a particle is 70%. If it is 0.2 means only 20% of finding the particle. So probability of finding a particle must be real and positive. It gives the information about the probability of finding a particle at that instant. So when you are asking about the physical significance of wave function means it is a variable which characterizes a de Broglie's wavelength. That means it connects the particle and wave nature. It is of complex, single valued and continuous, and modulus of psi square gives a probability of finding the particle at that point. So in this lecture we have seen the physical significance of wave function, as well as we derived an expression for the time dependent Schrodinger wave equation. Okay, as usual you derive the whole thing in your note, and if you need any further clarification, just we will see it in the Zoom classroom, and in the next lecture we will see the application of a Schrodinger equation, that is a particle in a box. Okay, thank you.